Okay, so I'll trust folks can respect each other's place in line. Great, okay. Sir?
David Crawford, Keene, Marlborough Street. I just want to say, don't do this, please. There's no need for this ordinance. There's a guy in this room that got hurt, and yeah, there was a name put on the put in a couple of places. An associate of hers, Dory
Mr.
O'Mara.
Crawford, I'm going to ask you to yeah, I understand that.
He's not caught yet, and everybody
I-
knows full well who he is.
Mr. Crawford, I'm going to ask you to please pause a second. We are discussing whether or not we should have an enforceable graffiti ordinance. I don't want to get too far into behaviors or alleged or unalleged incidents.
Okay.
So if you could focus on why you don't, if I'm not mistaken, you stated you don't want to see a graffiti
Yeah, I
ordinance.
don't want this ordinance. I think that what we need is for people to behave themselves and not attack others and allow each other to have free speech. We already have laws regarding assaults, and those should be enforced.
Thank you. Sir?
Matthew Ferrari, Adam Street, Keene, New Hampshire. My family has served in the military since World War II. That monument being marked up is a slap in the face to everyone I served with and everyone we lost. And with this ordinance, it can stop that. I mean, we hold every monument like it's a grave at Arlington. And it's a little bit of getting them back by seeing them. And seeing graffiti on these things is unbelievable. It invokes rage, but we hold it in and we don't react. But it's not fair to us after everything we've been through to have that. I mean, what's the difference between them painting on a Ronald McDonald face on it? They'll get away with it because there's no ordinance. And it's just a slap in the face for me and all my brothers and sisters. Thank you.
Thank you. Sir?
Good evening, my name is Matthew Oldershaw Sr., 14 Mechanic Street of Keene, New Hampshire. I am president of the Free Party Union in Keene, New Hampshire here, which is an offset of the Occupy group. And before I get any further detail, I'd like to apologize by the monument. That was me. I was spoken to by a police officer, and they have not been marked since for the fact that I did not know about this. I washed it off myself, and I apologized. To go on. My group had sponsored a community event through the UCC and a couple other members that are in this group that are in the town of Keene. My group supports the welfare of the community within the community, to support the community for the community. Buying local, we support certain things like this. I held a community event for the community and families so the community could get to know each other. And the person talked about history. Keene's history also involves a lot to do with art. We're well known for our elaborate artists that have come through here in this town. People that have shown a great deal and contributed art to our lives. My group went out in a positive aspect for 3 days before an incident of me getting actually assaulted, but I'm not going to talk about this. However, we went around doing positive art, positive sayings. And yes, we went around all over Keene doing it. I had quite a few family members of people who are disabled physically and mentally through MFS that we noticed going around during the days. And then one day, on the 2nd of May, I got told that what I was doing was inspirational to these people. These people don't have much to look forward to. They can't even get them to go to Keene if they're lucky once a week. And for that, during that week of us going around doing inspirational chalk and artwork and beautiful positive sayings, the lady said to me, "You're an inspiration to these people, for they want to come to town, they want to see the beautiful artwork." And we've inspired 42 of these handicapped people through MFS that we've improved the daily lives of them just through art. So it gave me the opportunity to say, why don't we host a community event for some people in the community, to get the community to know who people are and have children and families chalk some beautiful art together. What a better way to get them together? Everybody can get together on music, people can get together on politics. Who's not to say people can't get together on art? And there's always a few bad apples that come about on this. There's always gonna be a few people that are gonna be redlined. As of my mistake for a monument, for an example, I was talked about it, warned, and I apologized, and I took care of it myself. Now, this should be enforced, granted. If someone's doing what he calls graffiti, I consider that offensive, as an offensive saying, or a middle finger, say, was drawn. I would find that offensive, and those people should be held accountable. However, if someone is around doing positive artwork, children's get together with the UCC or any other church for that matter that stands behind, why can't we use this on a positive aspect to improve the nature of our town, like it did do? Now, I'm sorry there's groups out there that pinpointed my group as a different associate of someone else, and I got attacked for this. That was mislabeling, and nobody asked me what my group was doing. Nobody considered the fact to go up to the leader of this group and say, what are you, it's all 42 people in town getting together and doing. We congregated together, 42 random people, even an EMT off duty with his wife and daughter who saved my life, came together just to enjoy artwork. And in this type of aspect, I support it. And I don't think this should be enforced. Thank you.
Oh, could you hold on one second? Councilman Manwaring, a question?
So I'm not clear, are you supporting an ordinance or
No,
not?
I'm not supporting an ordinance.
Okay, you're not, thank you.
Anyone else have a? Counselor Jones?
Just for the record, when you say MFS, that's Monadnock Family Services?
Monadnock Family Services, correct.
And may I clarify, when you say getting together to do art, specifically what?
As a community event, congregating together,
But
create
what?
art on the sidewalk, whether it's on the sidewalk, on paper,
With chalk?
chalk
Okay.
specifically.
All right, so you weren't putting sculptures
No,
out
we
here,
weren't.
specifically
We're
drawing
specifically
on?
drawing this area, drawing chalk on the sidewalk on town.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Thank you, people, for your time.
Next speaker? Just your name and address for the